Happy Halloween, everyone.
That's right. What better way to celebrate All Hallows Eve than by discussing a nice romantic love story between two prepubescent lovers? Interesting. And it's a foreign film. That too. Let the right one in. Let's go.
Hello, I'm Mike Butler.
And I'm Mike Field.
And this is Forgotten Horror 7. The nightmare is real. Each episode, we highlight a horror movie that, for a variety of reasons, was forgotten by audiences. It could be because they fell asleep in the theater and now Freddy is coming to get them. Perhaps they listened to some audio tapes in the basement of an insane asylum. Maybe audiences were too busy coughing up blood from that crazy cabin fever. We talk about what we like and what we don't like about the film, but we'll always recommend you suck the life force out of another human. Wait, no, just revisit the movie. That's it. You never know. You might find your own forgotten horror gem. If you haven't been shoved up your gigantic zombie mother's womb, we want to hear from you. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. We always let the right one in. Let's get spooky for the last time in 2025.
Oh, a sad time indeed. That's right. This is our last episode of Forgotten Horror 7, The Nightmare is Real. I know it's a sad time for you.
I cried before we started the recording as I put my spooky shoes on one last time.
It was a bit of embarrassment. So let's get right into it because we got a lot to talk about.
I can't wait for you to start pronouncing some names.
Yes, mistakes were made. Mike, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. I get bullied a lot at school, though. So, what I like to do is in my tidy whities, take out my knife that I have for some reason and start pretending to cut some pigs and make them squeal. And by pigs, I mean the kids and bullies that pick on me and call me a pig. But I got caught by this new girl that moved next door. I think she's a girl. Anyway, she's kind of weird, but she also isn't mean to me. So I guess that means she likes me. So I like her.
Mm-hmm.
I gave her my Rubik's Cube. She
funny.
Liked doing it. She smells funny when she's all tired looking. I don't know what's going on with that. But it's cool because her dad isn't around much. So I can hang out with her a lot. And so I caught her licking my blood once though, which is kind of creepy, but I still kind of like her. So I think I'm going to run away with her and help her murder people.
Nice. That's right. We are doing the Swedish film, Let the Right One In, a foreign film. So yes, it was subtitled, and which I'm not afraid of. My hesitation here is that I'm going to have to pronounce names that are not obviously English names. They're Swedish Nordic names. And
I'm very excited.
It'll be butchering some. I apologize.
Let your American show through, Field.
Why can't you just be like us? I'm sorry. I don't know why I had to sound that accent. All right. So let's do this movie. Let's do the facts and we'll get into the discussion and all that fun stuff. So Let the Right One In has a runtime of 114 minutes. It's rated R. Production budget of $4 million. That's $4 million US dollars. It has 2 release dates. So its limited release date is October 24th. But when I say limited release, that's 4 theaters. So that's not really a
big time.
Right. Its biggest release, its big at the time it was was on the most screens and the most theaters was 53 theaters on December 12th, 2008. So we're going to go with that. That weekend it did $76,000. Its ultimate domestic total for the US was 2.1 million. Its international total was 9.1 million for a worldwide total of $11.2 million, which makes sense because it's obviously a foreign film, so it's going to do better internationally. That weekend, the 12th, let's go back a week to December 5th, 2008. You had a wide release of Punisher Warzone, which I'm sure you loved.
No. I do like the one before that, the one with Thomas Jane.
Okay, the Punisher?
Yeah, the Punisher. I like the way that's like a 1980s.
Isn't the Punisher movie. Warzone a sequel to that?
Sort of, kind of. They just don't go into his just backstory. Ray Stevenson, yeah.
Starring Ray Stevenson. Nobel's Son, which is an Alan Rickman film. Cadillac Records. I don't know if you saw that one with Beyonce's, and that's by Cadillac Records.
I know what it is, but I've never seen it.
The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, which is a Holocaust film. And then a limited release of Frost Nixon and Hunger. You had a limited release the week in between the Wednesday in between the 5th and the 12th, the 10th of The Reader, which I remember seeing in New Haven. when they played the DVD in the big. I told you this. They played the DVD in the big theater. I'm just like, what? So the 12th, the week that this film had its biggest release, it went up against The Day the Earth Stood Still, the Keanu Reeves remake, Delgo, which is an animated film that looks oof. Like I'm like,
I vaguely recall that film.
that you watch that trailer, you're like, how did this movie get made? Number one, how did this movie get made? Number two, how did it have a wide release in the middle of December? Anyways, you also had Nothing Like the Holidays. And then a limited release of Doubt, Gran Torino, Che, Part 1 and Part 2, I guess. So just Che, the movie, and What Doesn't Kill You. I've never seen Che, and I don't know why. Steven Soderbergh. I don't know why.
Is that Benicio del Toro?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember it, but yeah, I've never seen it either.
I mean, I saw Gran Torino that weekend, which I love.
Yep. I saw Gran Torino.
And I've seen Doubts, but I never saw Che. And I want to get to that, even though I'm assuming it's like 4 hours long.
Probably. Yeah. What I'm expecting is when I go home, I'm going to see an Instagram story from Mike Field. It's going to say, now watching Che.
I don't know. That's a tough one to start watching like late.
Is that a 10 p.m. Friday night watch?
I mean, I don't even know if that's available anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. That would be a tough watch. I mean, eventually, yeah. It's funny because we're recording this in October, which is where this is our latest. Like we've never been this close. We're like our buffer's like 3 movies.
Yeah, we're usually like 7 to 10.
So it's October now. I spent much of September watching horror films because it's stuff for us. And I was watching the Insidious movies, and now like I'm in October and I'm like, I'm not horror filmed out. I'm just like, I kind of want to change. I want to watch something a little different.
You gotta stick with it.
I even watched him, and oh man, oof. Yeah. Anyways, you had the week after. So the Wednesday, the 17th, you had The Wrestler in a limited release. But then the week after that, the 19th, you had a wide release of Yes Man, The Tale of Despero, and 7 Pounds. I only saw Yes Man. Did I see 7 Pounds?
Will Smith is going to end up giving his organs to people.
Was that what that was?
Yeah.
I did not see that one. I'm thinking of the concussion one. Concussion, right? That was called Concussion.
That was just called Concussion.
No, I never saw. I think I saw the trailer for 7 Pounds, so it's just like, I'm good.
It was sad.
Yeah. I think that's why. Do you want me to even go through the movie releases for the 24th? Because I mean, there are only 4 theaters. Does it really matter?
Nah. You did the research. It's up to you.
It doesn't matter. No, I don't give a shit. I've got it. We're good. I don't need to. You look it up.
Everything beat it. It was in 2 theaters.
All right. So production company was EFTI, Sandrew Metronome, Film Pool Nord. Oh man, I don't even know what this is. Sveriges Television, WAG, Canal Plus, Fido Film, Luglagan, and The Chimney Pot. Hey, a lot of production companies. And it was distributed in the United States by Magnet Releasing, which I don't think they're out. I don't think they do anything anymore.
I don't think so.
This film was directed. What's up?
I said, or maybe they do. I don't watch a lot of foreign films. So no.
It's true. This one was directed by Thomas Alfredson, who's done Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy,
a movie we did, and one that I really like,
and The Snowman, which I heard. I did not hear good things, but I still want to watch it.
It's kind of a mess.
Michael Fassbender.
He's good. The concept.
Oh, that's what Hunger is.
Is that Michael Fassbender?
Yeah, it's Michael Fassbender, and it's what's his face's first move? One of his Steve McQueen. It's about a hunger strike. He's an Irish IRA or Irish. I don't want to say terrorist, but I guess he was part of that in the 80s.
Right,
and they start going on a hunger strike.
Okay.
Yes, I knew it.
Look at that. Look at you.
There we go. Woo!
Remember the trailer for The Snowman being like, everyone was like, "Oh man, this is gonna be the next big thing."
It looked like
it's fine.
It got better. You saw it? I didn't see it.
I've seen it.
No,
it's okay.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's not like people are like, "Oh, it's a mess. It's terrible." It's a generic crime. Like I didn't think it was anything great or anything too bad.
He leaves a snowman when he kills somebody, right? Is that what the whole
something
thing is?
like that? Yeah,
I want to watch it.
It's interesting, and he's taunting. I think Fassbender is the cop. Yeah.
He's the lead. Okay. All right. So this is this person who wrote this screenplay also wrote the novel that it's based on. Here we go. His name is John Ivida Linkvist. Oh yeah. He did. He also wrote the script for Handling the Undead and the movie Border, not The Border, but Border. A cinematographer was Hoyta van Hoytma. Oh yeah. He won an Oscar for Oppenheimer. He was nominated for Dunkirk, and he also did Ad Astra,
a movie we did just 2 seasons ago.
Yeah. Composer was Johan Soderqvist. Oh man, I am rocking it. He did Kon-Tiki and Madam Web.
What you didn't see was Field right before we recorded, going through and watching interviews.
That's part of the gig.
Typing them all out phonetically.
That's part of the gig. That's research. That's what you do.
Because he forgot and he did it last.
Oh, it's done. You know what? It's done. I don't see you trying to remember these people's names.
No, I told you just to go.
So it's edited by Alfredson and also Dino Yoshiter. Janschiter, excuse me. Or Janschiter. Sorry. Damn, I missed that. I got cocky. He has done The Professor and the Madman and Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Yes, I know that. Alfredson has edited basically Swedish TV movies and some shorts. After The Snowman, he just goes back and does stuff in Sweden. I don't know if he just didn't get another job.
I think that seems to happen with a lot of the directors and the crew that work on the Hollywood, like worked internationally and then come over and get their first or second movie. And then when that movie fails, they kind of like, I don't know, have to go back or they go back.
You're saying that, I mean, it could be like they're just like, I don't like the system. I don't
could be the system, could be the offers dry up.
Maybe, but I mean, I think that's not, I would think that the offers would still be there. They probably just don't want to do some of the crappy films.
I would say it's shocking that this guy, especially the director, let the right one in. Is Hugh, we'll talk about how like beloved it is. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy was critically is a great movie that people talk about.
Yeah.
Like he had one flop out of two like classic films.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like he should not be working in Hollywood, and it seems like he should still be given a shot. But
whatever. Well, you know.
But like you said, it could be that experience was probably bad.
Maybe. This movie was produced by Carl Molinder and John Nordling, who are basically EFTI. Molinder's done, so I know that they did Let Me In, which is the shot-for-shot kind of remake of Let the Right One In with Chloe Moretz, right?
Chloe Grace Moretz. Yep.
Damn it. I'm like backwards. Apologies. Anyways, but they also did a TV show. They did a Showtime show, Let the Right One In.
Oh, yeah. I had meant to watch that because they did a show of
I'm
it.
like,
I don't know if it got a second season or not.
I don't think it did. It did not. But he produced that as well. And Nordling's produced The Unthinkable, which is, I believe it's an overseas film. All right, here's the cast. We'll probably, it's a small cast, but you know, we'll get to it. Oscar is the main kid that Butler was portraying in his opening. He's played by Kare Heddenbra. I think I got that. He's in Cupid's Balls, which is a Swedish film, and he's in a TV show which I didn't even bother to look this up, but Akta Mansakor. So let's put, I don't know, but
I feel like you probably pronounced that pretty well.
I think I did. Lena Leanderson as Eli. From The Arbiter and Broken Hill Blues. Eli is the vampire. Pierre Ragnar as Hakan, I think is how you say his name. He is Eli's Renfield, basically.
That's familiar, yeah.
Not her father or his father, excuse me. But just kind of like, you know,
the guy
gets his blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's on the TV show Whiskey on the Rocks and Faust 2.0. I don't know if the TV show. Yeah. Whiskey on the Rocks. It's about a historical event where a Whiskey Tango Russian sub crashed on the Swedish coast. And it was just like,
oh, really?
An international incident. I was like, I never heard of this.
Interesting.
Yeah. But it's like, I think it's a comedy. So I don't think it's so they're kind of
like taking the piss out of it.
Maybe. Patrick Ridmark as Connie, the main bully. He doesn't really act much anymore. He's a dance teacher. And if you look on his IMDb page, the person who wrote, which must be his dad, the person who wrote his thing, I guess, because there's another movie where he plays a bully. He's like, he's really a nice guy. He's not a mean guy. But I was like, yeah, that's cool. Mikael Erhardsson, plays Martin, another one of the one of the kids, one of the bullies. He's pretty much in nothing else. And then Johan Charles is Andreas, who's the third kind of main bully from An Honest Life in The Final Race. Then you had Peter Karlberg as Lackey. Lack, is it Lack?
It's just Lack.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. He is the guy that is searching, like at the end, he's the one that's trying to find out what happened to his friend Jacques.
His friend was the second victim.
Yeah. He's in Avalon and the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Ika Nord as Virginia, who is the girl that Eli bites and then ultimately bursts into flames in the movie. She's in the TV show Kurt and Lang. And then Mikael Ram as Jacques, who is the Mike who just said is the guy who gets,
in the film,
he's actually the editor in the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo on that paper, the paper that they work at.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and he's also in the TV show Salton. I don't know. I probably butchered half those names. Please don't just, fine. You want to yell at me? That's fine. I apologize. It is what it is. We're just two dudes talking about movies. All right. So, you had seen this movie before.
Yes. Not since 2009 or 10.
Right.
Yeah. I saw it as part of my class. I've talked about it before. I took a class in horror movies That was senior year. I believe it was my senior year in college, maybe my junior year. This was the most modern one we watched because the professor loved this film and was actually one of the larger films with the larger discussion points in the class.
Okay. So you kind of were coming at it from, it wasn't really like I'm watching, I want to see this film, it's out, let's check it. It was more like, I don't want to say like you were forced to do it, but it was more of like an assignment.
It was an assignment. Yeah. I mean, obviously I chose to take the horror class, so I was excited to watch most of the movies we watched. I was excited to watch all the movies we watched. Some of them weren't great.
What was the worst film you watched in that show?
I honestly don't remember. I think I liked all of them, to be honest.
What are you complaining about?
I don't know. That we watched like 20 movies or something like that, so I can't remember.
Sounds terrible. Sounds like a terrible
It was
class.
A great class. What I was upset about was the semester before was science fiction, and I didn't get into that.
Damn.
So I got into horror, which I was happy about. But yeah, science fiction would have been cool.
So what did you think?
But yeah, it was an assigned class, but I was like, I had never heard of it when I watched it. So then I watched it and I was like, this movie's great. It was one of my favorite movies I watched in the horror class. It was one of my favorite things we discussed because there's so much to discuss. And I think we've talked about it on the podcast a ton that I am really big in vampires. I think they're fascinating.
Even though the director isn't.
Oh no, and the author, which I thought was fascinating.
I hate vampires. Why are you writing about them?
You could write about anything. No one forcing you.
Oh, I hate these things.
But I always find them fascinating. So anybody who takes like an interesting look at them, I really like. And so, I mean, the way this movie explores vampire lore, the way it's told within the framework of this kind of, like you said, prepubescent, love story is really interesting. And well done. And the two young actors are really good, even if you got to read the subtitles. Obviously then I didn't know this when I watched originally, because I think I told you it's different watching it and discussing it when there was a time when you didn't have notes all over the time. It's like, I mean, there was Wikipedia, but there wasn't that plethora of notes page. So I didn't know that was it an actor or an actress?
Eli?
Dubbed the voice.
Oh, so no, it was an actress. Dude. She had a lower toned register.
So I didn't know that. You really can't tell. It's really well done in the movie. But I get it, and it works. But
does it though? Like, I don't say does it though. It's fine. I didn't notice it. But
is it necessary?
Was it exactly?
I don't know. I don't. Yeah. I would have to hear. Like, I have a making of where I can hear his real voice.
I will tell you this because I'm sure since I watched both and I didn't tell him I was going to watch them.
Yeah, they don't. They clearly don't dub.
No. So like I said, I watched Let the Right One In on a Wednesday, and then Thursday night I watched Let Me In.
And I was watching Let the Right One In, and then I look at his Instagram and I'm like, damn him, I don't have time.
I know. So anyways, so I watched it because I had never seen it. And the reason why I never saw Let Me In, because when Mike and I talked about this, we both knew that it was like almost a shot for shot remake. And it was like 2 years later. And I was like, why are we remaking this?
And you had seen the original before.
And I had seen I had seen the original before. I had seen Let the Right One. And I was a big fan when I watched it because it was very different from like a lot of other films. And I don't even know how I got to it. But anyways, so when Let Me In came out, I was like, I'm not seeing this. And I never got to it. But then we were doing the movie for the show and I was like, let me watch it. In that one, they don't obviously adjust her voice, but the scene when he first fails her handler Hakan, and when he screws up and he doesn't get the guy because the dog shows up, and Eli's yelling at him, and Eli's like, do I have to do this myself? And you kind of hear that through the wall. In Let Me In, you actually are in the room, and you actually her voice is, do I need to do that? Like it's very like
the demon comes out a little more.
It's very what's the word I'm looking for? Animalistic. It's very just like that. Yeah.
Like but it's edited. It's not her doing it.
It's it's definitely it's somebody. Yeah. I mean, she could be like doing the deep and they kind of add to it.
That's cool too. Yeah, I like that.
And I can we can have a little segment where I talk about the differences. That's probably, I don't want to do it throughout, but yeah. So to that point, I don't like, do you really need to dub the voiceover? I mean, I guess that's great, but like, if you didn't tell me that, I wouldn't have known that. And
I didn't know. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I would have to hear it. I mean, I get what they're going for. I get that they understand that the tone needs to be kind of darker and more sinister. And
sure.
They're like, I get that, but it's a love story between two kids. So really, in the end, in its most broken down form, that's what it is.
So I want to start there. Let's start there.
With the love story between two kids?
Yes. Did you just feel weird sometimes?
I mean, I feel like it's very quick because there's a lot of stuff going on in the movie, but they're also kids.
It's innocent.
Well, I mean, he's a kid. And I mean, I guess Eli, they're stuck as a kid. They don't really grow up. Kind of like it's very similar to what's the actress name from Interview with the Vampire?
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst's character from Interview with the Vampire, stuck perpetually as a child.
Yes.
So no matter how old she gets, she's still very much, which we talk about in Alien Earth too, interestingly enough.
Yeah.
When you're stuck in that child body, you don't really, you're just stuck with those emotions. So you never really get out of that. So I guess in the end, it's two children. So their love story is really like quick. Hey, you want to be my boyfriend? You want to be your girlfriend? But I guess that's kind of how it works when you're really little.
It never really,
And he's kind of not right in the head because he's got a very troubled, like both of his parents have issues. Is obviously getting really beat
What's the
on
dad's
school.
issue?
I think
he's drunk.
I think his dad's gay.
That's the issue.
Well, obviously gay and also going to just drink and probably have sex with this guy in the same room.
That's what was weird. Like the guy comes over and then they just start. He doesn't want to, and then he's like, "I've got something." And they start drinking, and I'm like, "All right, so what's the deal here?" Like his buddy comes over and he ignores Oscar because every time he was at dad's house, you're like, "Oh, this guy seems okay."
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it because he's a drinker and he just likes to drink, or if he's gay? I guess that that makes a little bit more sense in the idea because the character of Eli is obviously you have that kind of transgender like
I'm not a girl thing.
There's a whole theme in the movie that makes sense, but it's 2008. I can't believe that they would like his issue would be that he's gay and that Oscar can't connect. Like that's weird.
Well, I mean, who knows the way that. You're looking at a different culture, looking at it though as well.
I guess. But my third thing is when that dude comes over and he's wearing the sandals with the socks, and he like
he's skeevy looking.
But he's not a good looking dude. I mean, so like number one, okay, fine, you're gay. Can you get a better mate? Like this guy is gross.
Yeah,
that's why I kind of leaned on like, oh, he's a drunk.
Well, the first time I watched it, that's what I thought was, he was just a drunk. But then this time it's like, I think they're just making googly eyes at each other.
Maybe.
And Oscar is the third wheel.
I didn't catch that. And that's sometimes with foreign films, as opposed to American films. And I appreciate this more often than not. They don't need to explain everything out.
Yeah, they don't just like slap you in the head.
Right. And I'm okay with that. Like again, I'm not gonna we'll do the comparisons later, but like in the American versions, they have to explain everything.
Right.
And it's good, that works, but sometimes you don't need that.
No.
They kind of do too much. That becomes paint by numbers a little bit. So yeah, okay, I didn't get that part, but the two, okay.
Like I said, the first time I thought he was a drunk. This time I'm like, I think he's making googly eyes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I could see it both ways. That's probably good.
And he's annoyed that he came over because now he's going to do it, but then he's kind of getting into it, and so like,
yeah. What's Oscar's? Like, I didn't get.
Go to your room. put your headphones on.
Yeah. So the two kids, and yes, their love story's innocent because they don't really. It's not going to ever go beyond anything but companionship, love, and platonic and kissing and all that stuff. It's never going to go to anything that because they don't know that.
Right. Yeah.
And obviously Eli cannot do that. So, so anyway, so it's a little, okay. I get, would it be better if this was if they were teenagers? Do you think, would you prefer it?
If they were teenagers, I would need more. I would need more of them together. And we're already almost at 2 hours. And I like the vampire stuff in this. Like it doesn't ignore the vampire stuff. And you would need to ignore the vampire stuff. And it would get a little too teeny for me. It would get a little too, that teen drama kind of romance stuff.
Twilight?
Yeah.
I was thinking that when Oscar's basically asking Eli, like, what are you?
When he's kind of
and I kept thinking of Twilight when they were like vampire. Oh yeah. Yes, I've seen that scene. Not the movie, the scene. So yeah, so I kept thinking of that. I'm just like, oh god. Okay, well, I guess. I mean, did you get the whole idea that Eli's handler is supposed to be like a pedophile?
No, and that was something we had discussed in our class. Was that because again, we didn't talk about the novel that it was based on. So it was the idea of, was this man a pedophile who was helping because why not shack up with a child? Or was the idea was that he was Oscar. And that's something that we had talked about a lot, was that's the fate of Oscar. What else he says, what else am I good for? When she's like, when Eli's like, you don't have to help me.
Yeah.
What else am I good for? that could be Oscar, as a child running away with her.
Yeah.
Or them had no future, no real skills, dropping out of school at 12 years old, only collecting bodies for them. Like what else are they good for? Just being their familiar.
In the
and
book,
they use him. But I know in the book it's
but in the movie there's like a line that is supposed to reference the fact that he's a pedophile
in the movie.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but there's something he says. But I also think it Let the Right One In, it makes sense that he's a pedophile in the sense of this, that he's a pedophile who doesn't like that he's a pedophile. So he's whether it's his penance or whether he's trying to kind of like correct himself, is that he is with a perpetual boy,
right?
But boy has no genitalia, so he has no temptation. There is no temptation to molest. So he's there to serve the boy. It's almost like he can still love him, but he can't do the ultimate evil, which he does, as if he hates himself for being that way. Right. Yeah. So in that regard, I think that makes sense in this movie. If we look at it like that, the other way, yeah, that makes sense too. But there just seems to be the only thing that it goes against that or contrary to that is that Eli seems to at times not like him. You know what I mean?
Sure, but that's because the way that I looked at it with the whole like him being the first Oscar or probably one of dozens of Oscars is that he's an old man now. He's failing at his job. That in the end, Eli isn't actually in love with Oscar. In the end, Eli is using Oscar. Oscar is a means to an end. And Eli could be fascinated by Oscar's childhood. The fact that he has a child, the fact that he has, school and friends and just like observing what life is like because they can't experience it. But in the end, Eli is a leech. It's like sucking not just the blood out of their victims, but the life out of those that, surround them.
But not on purpose, you're saying.
Not necessarily on purpose.
Well,
but also to survive.
That kind of leads me to one of the things that I have a hard time with this film. I like this movie, but at the end of the film, I don't know how far they're going to go. Like, I have no idea where they think they're going to go. I know that Eli says they have money. Okay. But you're still two 12-year-olds traveling, or you're one 12-year-old traveling. Where are you going? What are you going to do for work? What are you going to do to take care?
Jobs, basically. But that's what I assume.
You're not going to be able to move into an apartment. Two 12-year-olds aren't going to be able to go sign a lease to an apartment. Like, I don't understand. I'm sure Mike, Mike, you're not supposed to know the plan, but I don't understand the plan. I don't get what they're going to do after this.
I assume that, again, which I know you hate when somebody says they assume because it's not written in the story, but Eli is over 200 years old, probably. They say that
in the book,
like 200 or 300 years
600,
old.
600, I thought. Was it 300?
600?
Was it 300?
It's 300. That's what they assume for the movie. I don't know what the book is.
No, that makes sense.
But they don't say it in the movie either way. Yeah. But I know in interviews they said that.
Oh, Mike,
about 300.
I didn't even know this film took place in 1982 until I read the notes.
Me neither. Yeah, I was just like, maybe this is just Norway.
I'm watching it. I'm going, like, why are they wearing such old clothes? Like, I know it's 2008, but like, come on.
I thought this, when I was watching it, I was like, I mean, it's Norway. I mean, I don't know. Everything like old is like stuff comes around again, or they get stuff later. Yeah. So I was like, maybe this is just the style.
I was like, this guy's dressed like it's from the 80s. And then it's like 1982. I was like, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah, when I was reading the notes, I was like, did I miss something every time I watched this, like at the start of the film?
Can you just give me like a 1982?
But yeah, I was like, okay. But I assume that Eli knows what they're doing. I mean, I think that Eli, he's got money. He's got power. Like, it's not power. Well, he's got powers, but could kill somebody in an apartment building or have Oscar trick them into the apartment building. They kill him and then boom, it's our apartment until that person gets found or something. Yeah. It would have to be something like that. But I think that you start them young so that they can grow with you, learn the skills, the trade of getting the victims for you. And then, when they're old, you dump them. You open the hospital window and let them jump out after they pour acid on their face for no reason.
Speaking of Oscar, I don't know if I buy the idea that he wants to kill people for revenge. Like, I know that he wants to fight the bullies, but kill them. But kill them like that. To me, that's a little bit too big of a jump. And there's that moment where Eli says to Oscar, I kill people. I need to kill people for food, essentially.
Right.
you want to kill people. I mean, that's a really easy jump to that's not that easy to do.
Again, I think that's Eli manipulating Oscar because I don't think Oscar wants to do it either. Oscar, it gets mad at Eli when he finds out that they're a vampire. He's like, "You're a vampire. I don't like that. You know, you kill people." Like, again, in that same scene, he's like, "You kill people."
Yeah.
Like, he's not happy about that. And, you know, he gets picked on. He's a bully. He wants revenge. He wants the satisfaction of hitting the kid in the face with the stick. And which good for him.
Oh,
Screw those bullies.
Listen,
they all get what they deserve.
When the bullies get it in the end, I'm like, yeah. Good.
Me too. Like, I think that Oscar wants to protect himself. He wants to stand up for himself and have the guts to say no and fight back. But I don't think Oscar wants to become the bully. I don't think he wants to fight. There's that scene where the main little douchebag's brother comes and like puts him in a chokehold and asks for the keys to the house.
Connie's older brother. Yeah, which the older brother character, I understand, like he kind of like the impetus for the final scene. I get that. But if that's the case, I think he needs to come in earlier in the movie. I shouldn't have to meet Connie's older brother in the beginning of the
You need to find out he's the Scut Farkas of
but it totally makes sense. It totally makes sense why Connie is a bully because he gets bullied.
Because and his brother is the biggest bully.
So put him in this, that needs to pop in the second act or something like that. The third act, and then then he shows up and or at
least somebody saying, you know, Connie's brother is going to kill you.
But I'm saying, like, obviously at the end of the film, we're supposed to be like, yeah, well, with Connie's brother, I'm not that way because I just met him.
Yeah, but he kills the other two douchebags. So
he doesn't kill Andreas,
the crying kid.
Yeah, I don't get that
because he's a crying little bitch.
I guess. I think one of the things I like in this film and how they depict vampirism or Eli's hunger or whatever, that he can control it. Like, he's not that he can control it, but he doesn't I come next to you and be like, oh my God, I want to eat you. Like,
well, he doesn't become like a monster immediately.
Right. He does when he gets enraged and when he's hungry, but not like they talk about a lot of times in vampire films where like, you know, like, I'll control it. No, you won't be able to control it. You know, they always have that moment where they kill their family and
the woman as well controls it. She's like, right. Oh, I'm hungry. But then, you know, she tries to fight it. The cats
know what's up, man.
Awesome. I love that. So the black cat in the thing going like, Argh!
Cat's like, yo, what's up with this? Time to go. But
I got you, fam.
But here's the thing. Like with that, I'm like, oh, it's really cool. Those cats should be vampires now, right?
Because they drank her blood? Yes. No, they need most of their blood. Well, I guess in this, they just, as long as she bites you, you become a vampire.
You get bit and you survive.
Yeah, it's not the classic vampire. Like
eat from
a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But she has self-control because she doesn't want to be a vampire. And she's able to open the blinds.
Yeah.
And she lets herself, you know, be set on fire and die, which is awesome.
If you go to that actress's IMDb page, her profile picture is her on fire.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's just the flame thing. I'm like, really? Who's your publicist?
But yeah, so I think that also speaks to Eli being a child. You know, obviously doesn't have that kind of self-control, that kind of wherewithal to be like, I'm not good. I'm not well.
Yeah.
Just let me go. A child isn't going to be able to do that.
Right.
Which I like. I don't know where we were going with that.
No, that's fine. No,
I don't know where that led to.
Because we haven't talked too much about Eli.
Oh, the hunger. That's what
we haven't really talked too much about. We did a little bit about Eli. Obviously, this is some kind of metaphor for trans and transgender. But the idea is that Eli was castrated when Eli was created as a vampire,
castrated and turned at the same time.
Yeah, which I guess was some sort of punishment. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, right? It was
something.
a rich
something funny to do for them.
Like a lord. It was like a lord. It's basically a Dracula type. A lord, right. Someone who had a lot of power.
Right. I do not know why I did not remember that from when I first watched it.
I remember the genitalia being all weird, but I think the theory was that it was like because they were a vampire, they're no longer a gender; they're a vampire. That was what we could take it both
ways, yeah.
But yeah, going into the book, you know that it's just castration.
Well, why didn't the castrated Scar heal if they're a vampire?
I assume because it was done right before they turned into a vampire.
Oh, come on! No way. No way.
So they're castrated and then turned.
Well, when you become a vampire, you instantly you become like
you heal and stuff. Yeah.
So, I mean, you think that it would heal?
Yeah, it would have to have been done, healed, and then you turn, so that it can't heal. It would have to scar over.
I guess. I guess. All right, that's fine.
I do like that they actually kind of answer like, what if like the whole let me in, vampires have to be invited in.
Yes,
You actually see what happens.
Yeah,
when
it's
you
not
go
that.
in.
I like that it's not
It's not
that
the Angel Buffy
thing.
invisible wall. Yeah,
I revoke my invitation. Like that kind of thing. I like that something. You can come in, but you're gonna die.
Yeah, and then he comes in and like
that's
just
really
to show
good.
that here's what I'll die if you want me to, kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's good.
That was really cool. Which I guess the writer didn't want in because he thought like, oh, it was ridiculous. I don't think we should have that in. And it was the director who was like, no. Put that scene in. We need that scene. And that I guess it tested really well.
I don't have too many reviews for you, but I do have one that I think you should hear.
Was it from my boy Roger Ebert?
It is.
Well, I know he likes this film.
Quote, the best modern vampire movie. End quote. I mean,
it's really good.
I mean,
I don't.
Better than Sinners? I know he hasn't seen Sinners.
Yeah. Sinners is also really good. But yeah, I mean, up to that point,
yeah.
I mean, I love Blade, but Blade's an action movie. It's not really exploring big things. Interview with the Vampire is fun and explores some good things, but yeah, it's epic.
More epic, like
some of the things are
saga.
Very operatic about it.
Yes.
Whereas this feels like real, and there are some really good vampire things, but I think this is really, really, really good.
Do you think it's one of the better vampire films of the 21st century? Let's put it that way.
I think it's one of the better vampire things of all time.
Of all time? Better than Nosferatu?
I like Nosferatu.
The new one?
Like of its time, but before. But I think it holds up with Nosferatu. I think I would put Nosferatu on the list.
Better than The Lost Boys?
I have to watch Lost Boys again. I told Elise I would watch it again this month because I only watched it once in college because it's one of Elise's favorite films. I actually didn't.
80s. It's so great.
I did not like it when I watched it, so I told her I would watch it again in October. Maybe it would change. Because we watched it on her tiny little TV when she was at UConn. So this was freshman year,
and you were just trying to hook up at this point.
And it was like
you weren't even thinking about it. You were like, when's this?
I was like, I have 12 hours here before I have to go back to New York. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, this movie's great. Come on, can we do stuff? All right. I apologize, Elise. Owen Gleiberman says that this quote is a Swedish head scratcher with a quote, a few creepy images, but very little holding them together.
What?
He wasn't a fan. I think he should become your new Ebert because he doesn't like a lot of the films you like.
No, I think Janet Maslin is my new Ebert.
Leave Janet alone.
But although she just hates everything.
Leave Janet Maslin alone. She's an icon in the movie critics industry.
Okay.
She is. She's very popular.
So is Ebert, but I keep hating on Ebert.
Rest in peace.
You're pointing the wrong way. Oh,
damn! I'm trying to be nice. Jesus. This film was nominated for a BAFTA for best film. Didn't win. I'm trying to give you some quick facts here. Quick hitters. Let's see. What was the one I wanted to give you? So Hoytema and Alfredson created a technique. They called it spray lighting. They basically, if you could capture dull electric light in a can and spray it like hairspray across Eli's apartment, it's the same result as what they try to create. So that's what they try to create within the Eli's apartment.
Because it's like the same kind of lightness.
Well,
doesn't change.
I think it's at points when Eli obviously has not eaten, and Eli is hungry. He gets very white. He's he looks like crap.
Yeah. Are there scenes in the close up where it's an older person?
No, there's lighting. The lighting is just of Eli.
Not scars, but wrinkles. Yeah.
I think there's lighting that is not just good. Only in general, on purpose.
Yeah.
It's lit badly to kind of accentuate the fact that Eli needs to eat. Because then when you see Eli after they eat,
they look more like a child.
Yeah, the first time when he's like, you smell funny. So clearly there's stuff that happens with Eli.
They start to rot, kind of. Yeah.
I guess, yeah. It's really fast. So there's that.
Can't eat candy or the throw up.
Well, that's always been true. You can't eat anything
yeah.
but blood in terms of everything we've seen. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting, just kind of the way they painted it with light. I also thought that when the movie first started, when they were inside the apartment with Oscar, the shots were super close, really tight on his face. Mm-hmm. We would not even see his head. You would just see the nose and eyes, maybe the mouth. They did that for a couple times. And then when they were in the school, was it in the school? When they're at the school, they were super close up. When they're inside the apartment, they kind of pull back a little bit, but not as much. But when they're on the exterior, when they're outside, it's more of a wider shot. And I noticed that in the beginning, and I don't know if they held to it towards the end of the film, but it seemed like in the beginning they were really separating everything that way. And I just don't know if that's what they started off doing, if that was intentional. Like, why are you so close? Yeah, I don't know why, but they're always really close in the school. And sometimes in the apartment they were super close. And I was like, why are we so close? What are we trying to say here? And I could never figure it out. I mean,
I know they get really close to Eli.
Yes.
A couple times.
Yeah.
Which is why I thought like the wrinkles and stuff, like, oh, okay, if they're doing like an older person,
right,
mixing it in. But yeah, I didn't really notice that as much.
So let me talk about a little bit what the differences were from Let Me In and then let the right one in.
Go for it.
All right. So in Let Me In, Richard Jenkins plays the
hacking
yes,
guy.
And it is absolutely, it's supposed to be Eli. Excuse me. What happens with now it's not Oscar in Let Me In, it's Owen, and her name is Abby.
Okay.
So Owen, who's the Oscar character, is basically, they're saying that the Richard Jenkins used to be what Owen was, a young kid.
Oh, like what I was thought. Okay, yeah.
He sees a photo and it's like, it's supposed to be the young
Richard
Jenkins thing. And then he kind of knows that. So they don't do that pedophilia thing. The ending's pretty much the same with the kids. What he does, they actually show what he did to the ear. He hits him and he slices the ear in half a little bit.
Ooh, yeah.
I think that was Logan Lerman, right? Is that the
yeah. Who plays the kid?
So he hits him. Almost the same thing. It really is almost shot for shot. They kind of do. They don't do as much with. They don't have like the Lock and Jacques and all that stuff. They have there's a couple that. Because where they live, it's Los Alamos, and it starts off at Los Alamos, New Mexico, in 1983.
Oh, so they make it dry and hot.
No. Los Alamos gets snow.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's still in the winter, but it's like they say it, 1983, and then you have and they don't have those characters that are like, what happened to my friend? They don't have none of that.
The drunks, the traveling drunks.
Wherever they live, Owen, the Oscar character, can see other people in the other apartment, and those are the people that you kind of like are part of that. So the couple that gets bit, the woman that blood turned, all that stuff, that goes up into flames and all that stuff. They're not really supporting characters, really ancillary characters. The only other character that's supporting is what's his face, the police officer who's investigating, the detective. He's in the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He plays the
Elias Koteas.
Yes, Koteas. Yeah. He's the cop, and he's the one that goes into the bathroom and gets thing. And gets Abby, when Abby's a vampire, Abby is more animalistic. She's all CGI too. When she starts attacking, she's like really CGI. Like she's like a cat, almost like a dog. Almost.
Well, I guess in the novel they said that Eli grows claws and fangs.
They don't show that.
Yeah. Okay.
But they do have that, and it's that she's definitely a girl. She's not.
I figured America wouldn't do that.
They don't do that. She doesn't say. She says. There's only one time she says like, I'm not a girl, but it's supposed to be a reference to a vampire. Yeah. So but it pretty much was the same movie. Yeah. It's just a little difference here and there. And they didn't do like how we talked about how in foreign films, they don't need to explain everything. In this one, they do need to explain everything.
Does Richard Jenkins pour the acid on his face?
He does it, but he basically, his thing is he puts a garbage bag over his head.
Oh, because he tries to kill himself.
To get people. No, to get people. And so he tries to get this kid in the car, and then because these two kids in the car, there's a kid in the car, he's going to get him, but then he gives another dude a ride. They stop at a gas station, so the other dude stays in the car. He tries to get him, then he steals the car. He's like, oh, where are you going in the car? He's trying to get away, and the car flips over and crashes, and he's in the car, and then he pours it all over him.
Okay.
In the car, and they kind of do it from back, and you see everything. And it's the same thing at the end when she bites him. But they start that off. That's how the movie starts, where they're in the hospital. He's in the hospital. He's severely burned. They're bringing him in. They show like the ambulance and bring him in, stuff like that. And then they show that he falls out of the detective's taking a phone call, and then you hear the nurse scream, and then he falls out, and then he falls out of the hospital room, and then it goes 2 weeks earlier. So so it starts off like that, which is a little. Okay, I guess this is
cut to. I just think of the Rick and Morty bit when he's like that. It's like, I just think it's a little trite and boring. How dare you? Get out of my house. Cut to.
You like that? You want me to cut to 3 weeks earlier when you were alive?
Whoa, Morty.
So those are pretty much the differences. But I mean, again, I just don't know. I get why you make it, but again, why?
Because Americans won't watch foreign films, so you have to remake it to get anybody to watch it.
I watched. So I probably have told this story on the podcast before. I know I've told you. I went to the Tribeca Film Festival. Oh God, it's got to be like 15, 20 years ago. And we watched, was one day where we watched 5 films. And the 5th film was a midnight show, and it was a German film called Antibodies. And it was about a serial killer who, honestly, I couldn't even tell you what it was about. But it has to do with a serial killer, it has to do with blood ties. It was like an investigation, mystery, whatever. It was really good. And Tom Cruise I'd optioned it. He was talking about he was going to remake it.
Interesting.
But I was like, why? This movie is good. And I've never seen it since then. Like, I've never seen it anywhere since then.
Right. Interesting.
But it was a really good film. It was a foreign film, but it was a really good movie. I think it was German, but it was really good. If I can find it, I'll try to send it to you. So I just, there are really good, solid foreign films out there that don't need to be remade. I get it, what you're saying. Like, will audiences ever experience them? No, if they don't.
Well, that's interesting because we're going to be doing a foreign film this upcoming season.
Oh, we
so it's a
are?
good
What do we
tease.
pick?
We're doing the Mads Mikkelsen film, the drinking film.
Oh, another round?
We're doing another round. And it's going to be interesting to see like what you say about the same thing. But I know that
I know they're talking about
Leo bought the option to make it. I don't know if he's going to star in it, but to produce it. And Mads Mikkelsen was actually kind of happy it was going to get remade. And his thing was, it'll be interesting to see another country remaking it because every country has a different relationship with alcohol.
That's interesting.
So it could be remade in a different way.
I really like another round. And I hope you like it, but I really like it.
I know I always wanted to see it. So
Mads Mikkelsen is
Mads
really
Mikkelsen
good.
Is awesome.
Yeah. Did you see that they were talking about doing a Hannibal movie?
I did.
All right. We're talking about Let the Right One In. I guess, Mike, what I want to ask you is what I usually ask you is who would you recommend this to?
Oh, man. It's tough because I want to recommend this to everybody. And I think I would, but I don't think everybody would like it as much. And I think I would have to just be okay with some people being like, I couldn't get into it because it's a foreign film. And it's just because it doesn't spoon feed you everything. I don't know if you're going to like everything about it because you're going to kind of maybe be bored during those scenes with his father or be like, what's going on? And the mother and stuff like that. But I think the vampire stuff, if you like horror films, if you like vampires, if you like...
It's not a jump scare movie either. It's a creepy kind of romance
creepy
movie.
Romance. Yeah. It's a little bit of everything. I think it's a cool... I don't know if it was a great Halloween pick for like our on Halloween episode to watch. I think it's a good forgotten horror film, but I think it's a great winter watch. Like it's a good cold... it sucks. I don't want to go outside kind
February
of watch.
Yeah.
It's a great movie for that.
And you also have child actors. So you're also dealing with a lot of just kind of there's not a lot going on. There's a lot of just like, yes.
It's not a lot of emoting. Yeah. But
I think that's on purpose.
I think, because of the way the characters are, it excuses that kind of inexperience in terms of acting because of their just kind of, they're both obviously Eli's got to protect the fact that they're a vampire and Oscar's protecting the fact that they're a beat up, bullied,
they're also
insecure kid.
I mean, I don't want to see a polished actor at some point. Like I don't need to see it.
Yeah. So it's nice to see that. I really think I would recommend it to almost, as long as you like vampires and horror films, I would recommend this to like almost anybody. And I just think I have to be okay with some people not liking it.
Oh, okay.
Just because it's a foreign film and they just can't get into it.
I would recommend it. I would recommend anything to anyone, but I would also be like, hey, it's a foreign film. If you're not into that, I can't help you. But but if you're not into it, but if you're like, no, I don't want to read it, well, then you're missing out because it's a really good movie.
It's also dialogue light.
Yeah.
So it's not like, it's not a talkie. So it's not like, I got to read the whole thing. A lot of it, you're just watching. A lot of it is action, not action like action movie, but a lot of it is plot and action in terms of what the characters are doing, not what they're saying.
Yeah. And I would suspect that you think it's forgotten because it's a foreign film.
Yep. It's a foreign film. I think that, and I think I've said this on another movie, another episode we did. Twilight ruined vampires for quite some time. And I think they're coming back now. You had the Dracula Netflix show. You had obviously Sinners, which we really like.
Dracula Netflix show was the first 2 episodes were good.
The first 2 episodes are really good. The 3rd episode is a mess.
But it's also just doing the Dracula story.
Yeah.
So you know that story though. What was the other one you said you liked?
Oh, Sinners is great. Nosferatu is really great.
Yes, I agree with you that Nosferatu is really good. But like, again, it's a remake. Sinners is an original film.
Sinners is very original.
And that's the movie I would hang my hat on because like that movie is original. That movie is really good. It's got it's just, I really enjoy Sinners.
Oh, well.
Oh, you know, I told you I like Sinners.
You liked Sinners, but you were still like fresh. You were like, I gotta watch it again.
I gotta watch it again. I mean,
did you watch it again since then?
No, I've seen clips. The more I think about it, the more I really like it.
No, Sinners is
It's also
great.
not the type of movie I can just flip on downstairs when the kids are downstairs, Butler, because there's a lot of stuff going on that, like,
This is true.
sexual stuff that I just don't, like, I'm okay with, but, like, I don't need to explain it. What they're doing. Well, listen, kids.
But yeah, Sinners, Nosferatu. I think that just like a lot of vampire stuff is coming back. I mean, Buffy's getting rebooted, but I think Twilight really killed vampires because it made vampires a joke. And that was not long after Let Me In or Let the Right One In and then Let Me In, which is shot for shot. So even Americans that would want to watch that, it's just kind of like, eh.
When was Twilight? Like, it was the 10s?
I feel like the first Twilight was probably like the 10s, early 10s, 2009, maybe.
I have no
maybe
idea.
like right after.
Was it after or before Iron Man? Because Iron Man is 2009.
I think it was after Iron Man.
You sure?
I think. Very, very similar times.
Good. While you're discussing.
Okay. But I think that kills it. I think the fact that it's a foreign film, and not just that it's a foreign film, but it's not like Mads Mikkelsen is in it or a foreign film actor who kind of made it in America afterwards. So you can't be like, oh, well, if you like the stuff they're doing now, they also did this and this. Like Rebecca Ferguson, I think, is also, I don't think she's English. I think she's also Swedish or from Norway or something.
Is she really?
Yep.
I did not know that.
Joel Kinnaman, even though he does a great American accent, he's from Norway.
Oh, I knew that.
So a lot of these actors kind of make it big doing these foreign films, then come over. But I don't think we really have seen that from these actors and actresses, which also hurts the film because you can't really point to who's in the film that I'd like.
Twilight was 2008.
So yeah, it's like the same time.
Yeah.
And I think that just killed the vampire genre for a while, and it's finally coming back.
Really?
I think so.
I'm looking up vampire films for. Go ahead, keep talking. I got nothing.
I think that's what I got. So I don't know. I can't mumble on for more reasons. It's forgotten. I think that really killed it. The fact that it wasn't in a ton of theaters, but foreign films rarely get wide releases, and it was done during the time. Oh no, it was still videos, but video rental stores were kind of on their way.
Yeah, a lot of these vampire films stink. Well, 30 Days a Night, which we did, was 2010.
30 Days a Night.
The Lost Boys, The Thirst. No, all these movies stink.
Lost Boys is coming to Broadway.
All right, enough. What about Morbius? That's vampire.
It's Morbin time. I was waiting for him to say that during Tron Ares.
Yes, we just came from Tron Ares, so yeah, all right, that makes sense. Yeah. I know. I mean, I agree with you. Your forgotten takes and whatnot. So that's it. Forgotten Horror's over, Butler. That's it. Back to the grind. Season 23 upcoming.
Are there any horror movies in there?
I don't even remember what we picked.
No, there's not.
Well, that's it.
Happy Halloween.
Yep.
Mike, I hope you're watching this on Halloween. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you're watching this after because you wanted to keep the spooky rolling along.
I thought you were going to go into where they can find us.
Oh, well, I could do that too. You can find us at ForgottenCinemaPodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts or videos. We're on YouTube. We have now 3 video seasons of Forgotten Horror, and this is our 7th season of Forgotten Horror. So if you want to listen to us talk about more horror films, we've got a backlog of 70 times 5 or 7 times 4 or 5 or 6, depending on the month, of horror films for you guys to watch. And we do sprinkle horror films occasionally. We've also done our Conjuring rewatch, our Alien rewatch. So we've got horror films in there throughout the season as well. And yeah, we got our merch store. You could buy our Forgotten Horror 7 shirts. We got regular Forgotten merch there.
I haven't bought mine yet.
We've got our Forgotten Cinema Patreon, where you can support the show. You get exclusive episodes, merch discounts, stickers, Discord access, all that good stuff. You can also join for free just to keep track of all the content we got coming along. Because Field, tell them we got a ton of content. What do we got? What do we got coming up?
I'm just going to give you the next episode. I got to give you more than one. That's right. Well, season 23 kicks off. We're doing the 2007 sci-fi thriller Sunshine. Do you remember this? You saw it.
Sorry, Cillian Murphy.
Wait, and other people.
I don't remember who else was in it. I haven't seen
Chris
it in a long
Evans.
time. Oh, he is in it. I haven't seen this in a long, long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Chris Evans dies awesome. Sorry. Spoiler alert. All right, that's a film movie. That's also directed by Danny Boyle. So that's what we're doing next week, Sunshine season 23. Thank you for being part of Forgotten Horror 7. We enjoy doing these. We enjoy. I know it's a Butler's favorite time of year. That's why I'm always willing to add an extra episode so that he has to edit it. And when he complains, I'm like, "You wanted this," and he's he gets mad at me. And it's really fun time. It's fun time. It's fun time. But that's it. Happy Halloween, everyone. Hopefully you got the candy you wanted. If not, if you're an adult, just go buy the candy you want. If you're a big boy, you can go do it.
Field got Twix hidden hidden in the house.
Shh, the kids don't know this. And it's fun size. You know what? I'm glad you brought this up. I'm sick. Can we just abolish the mini size, please? It's fun size or no size. All right.
What about full size?
Full size is fine too, but I'm saying it should be full size and fun size. The mini size is an abomination. Those little Snickers that you get, and there's like an N, a C, a R. I'm like, no, come on. I want the fun size. And the fun size needs to go back to the fun size that was back in the 90s. Like a real fun size can, not this little, then you got pissed off, Butler.
Yeah.
All right, season 23 is next week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'm Mike Field.
I'm Mike Butler.
And this has been Forgotten Horror. We're going right back to Forgotten Cinema, though. Woo!
But you can always keep it spooky.
Nobody cares. Dance to the music. Dance, boy, dance. Yes.